Hey everyone, and welcome to another great episode in How to Build in Minecraft. And today we're going to be building something a little bit on the smaller side, actually. We're going to be building a mini house. And there are multiple different ways to build a mini house. And fly. There we go. Okay. And there are multiple ways to build a mini house. And so I think the two most useful ways to build a mini house are, these are the ones I've seen online quite a bit. And then there's one other one I'm going to build for you guys in just a second as well. That is probably my favorite. It's not one that I've seen online. It's just one that I think is the most useful for a quick build and something that you can use on a regular basis and doesn't require all these crazy blocks. Now I'm going to show you all these as far as what you need to build these little houses, and they're not a little in the sense that they require a lot of material and they're kind of expensive to build, but they are very compact, and they encompass everything that you could possibly need in one little house. Now to me, I don't think they're very practical, but to some people I think that they work out just fine because they don't really want a house. They just want to go and explore and do a bunch of stuff, and they just want to have a place to put all their quick stuff and be able to enchant and do the stuff they need to do on a regular basis. Okay, so the basics of this are, you're going to notice here in the center here, let me go up. In the center here, this piston is shut down, is going to be a crafting table. So you're going to have a crafting table on the lowest level right there. Then you're going to have these, on the one side, you're going to have 3 stacks of chests, and then a half slab, and then a piston there. And then on this side here, there is a furnace there with a hopper going into it and a hopper going into it here. That way you can put, you put your materials in there, and you can put your coal in there, and then they both go into the into this furnace. And then there's, from that furnace, there's another hopper underneath there. I don't know if you can see it right there. You can see that it goes, here, let me kind of break these away. And this goes into this chest here. So all your materials end up in this chest here, so that you have like a little furnace, a quick burning furnace. You can burn anything in it. You can throw sand or what do you call, cobblestone, or whatever you need to cook, and it all ends up in the same chest. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to wait for it to go through. Then on that same level, you're on the next level. Sorry, because the bottom level is only going to have basically this chest here. Here, let me show you what's underneath here. And this crafting table here. There's not going to be anything else underground as far as the bottom, the lowest level, which is underground level. Then on your first level, you're going to have, again, it's going to be the one chest. You're going to put an enchantment table there. You're going to put that furnace I was talking about, that same hopper I was talking about, and then your bed along this side, and another chest just to store stuff. It's really not any other purpose, just to store things in it. And then you're gonna put a dispenser right there as well. I don't know the purpose of the dispenser. This is just the layout that I found online. I've seen it on many different people's channels, so I'm not taking credit for this build. This is just something that somebody built and decided that this would be a good compact design. I don't know what the purpose of the music note is. I think it's, I really don't know. I have no idea, quite honestly. Then on the next level, you got the music note. You got another chest, because you got plenty of chests. You're going to have your brewing stand. You have an anvil. You have a piece of jungle wood with 2 bits of, what do you call it? The cocoa beans on there. And then another chest. And then the hopper that's going to go down into that furnace. Then that chest. And then that's that level. So you have 3 levels so far. You have the underground level, the first level, the second level, and then you're going to have the third level is going to be a redstone lamp. It's going to be a daylight sensor. This daylight sensor will open and close this piston here. You can actually turn it on and off. But for whatever reason on my Xbox 360, this daylight sensor is just not working. I set it up on the side over there as well, but it's just glitching out and it's simply not working. But whatever. Then you have a piece of soul sand so you can put your nether wart on top of. You have a cauldron for water. You'll have a piece of sand to put your cactus on top of. Then you have 2 pieces of dirt, or 3 pieces of dirt actually, around this whole corner right here to put crops on. I have wheat on here for bread. And then on top of that, over here, you're going to have this piston. And this piston is supposed to be activated by this daylight sensor. Now, they said to put a piece of glass there, and I think it has something to do with this piston, but it doesn't seem to be working. Let me see if I remove it on here, if it does something for me. But no, see how it doesn't operate that piston, and it really should be. And turning off this light, quite honestly, when you turn that daylight sensor off, this light should be turning off, but for whatever reason it's glitching out on me. But that's besides the point. On yours it'll probably work for whatever reason. On mine it's just not. That's the first house. Alright, so this one's more of like a battlement type of thing. You start off with, it said to build it all out of obsidian to be strong, but quite honestly it's really not necessary. I made the base out of obsidian, I made the top out of obsidian, and I made the rest of it out of cobblestone. If you want to make it all out of obsidian, that's up to you. Obsidian is a pain in the butt to dig up, so I usually don't build things out of obsidian. Now on this is going to be roughly the same type of setup. I can show you a little bit here. I can kind of let me dig up this way here. Here. And I'm going to remove this one and this one. Let's go one more. Okay, so here you have your bed in the floor, and on the very underground level, I guess. So you have a base all the way around, and then your bed will go in the ground right here. So the center part of your little tube right here is going to be basically your bed where you're going to be standing on. And then on the first level, you're going to have a chest, an anvil, a furnace over here, a cauldron over here, and then the back side is going to be 2 blocks of your choice. Like I said, I'm using cobble, and then you're going to have a brewing stand on this side as well. Then on on the next level, on the second level, you're going to do cobble, and it's just these iron bars for protection that go around the corner. So you need 3 of those there, and put another piece of cobble, and then there is a hatch. So then again, you have 3 blocks of your choice across the back here, and then you got 2 ladders, not one on the bottom level, just the 2 up there. And the next level is going to be just all cobblestone or obsidian if that's what you're going to use. And then the level after that is going to be just iron bars, except for the opening in the back over here. You're going to put 1 torch so you have some light. And then on the inside here, let me walk in here, you're going to put a dispenser on each of these, and in these dispensers is going to be, or droppers, sorry, in these droppers is going to be a bucket of lava, and the lava is really for your protection. And then up here you have, of course, your crafting table. And the lava is to basically, if you want to encompass yourself in lava at nighttime and you want to go to bed with the lava around you, you can press the droppers here, and lava will spew out of all 4 sides, and it will cover you in lava. So you're going to be encased in this lava craziness. So that's the idea, is lava will be encasing the entire thing except for the top, and that way you're nice and safe with lava, and I don't think your enemies are going to go through the effort of trying to attack you while you're surrounded by lava. I guess this would be good for a small PvP type of arena where you're building your own and trying to protect yourself. I think that would be ideal. All right, dude. So this is kind of my favorite style house. I usually build these in like survival worlds where I'm playing like hardcore or something like that. It's a house that's up in the air, because you know how you can't go to sleep if mobs are too close. Well, you can if you're not near them and they're just on the ground. You can actually do all your nightly activities, and then finally, like, you want to go to bed in the middle of the night, and even if there's zombies and creepers down below, you can still go to sleep, and they can't affect you because there's so many blocks. Oh wait, wow, that was glitchy. Lag. The lag kills. So you're so many blocks away from them as it is. Now, the only thing I didn't add was some seeds, and that's what I was going to do next right here. So the idea is that you have a miniature garden down below. Now you can expand this obviously later on, but this is just to get by. This is not for full-blown creating your own village or town or whatever it is. This is just so you can get by and then go do your exploring or whatever it is you need to do. So I find these to be very, very useful. So I build basically a 5x5 space. Underneath here is water. So underneath the center block right here, I'll remove this block right there. There's water there, so the crops stay hydrated. Otherwise, they will die. So you can build this out of whatever you want, and I built this one out of wood, but cobblestone is just as easy to get, quite honestly, and you can build this out of cobblestone. So I'll build another one over here just to show you guys what I did. So first of all, I did a bucket of water just for the crops down below, and then you have to remove the grass that's around it, just in that little 3x3 area right there. And then you're going to put a block over the water, so you're going to remove that one, and you're going to go a total what is that, 1 2 3 4, okay, so you're going to go 5 blocks high on the cobble, 1 2 3 4 and 5. And then we need a crafting table, because the crafting table will go in the ground. And mind you, this is not nearly as compact as those. If you look at it, it's a lot bigger, dudes. But honestly, I find this to be my favorite style home, because you can actually live in this and not be cramped. If you're in these other little homes here, I'll show you what I mean. If you're in these other little homes here and you remove, like, say that's opened up, and you're in your spot, this is all you have to work with. You're in a cramped little 1x1 spot, and the only thing you can do is go to bed, which you can't do, it's daytime. But that's all you can do, is to get in and out, is to get to live in, is that one little spot. Where, and same with this thing here, you're inside of this thing and you have a 1x1 spot. Now some people are all right with that because that's all they need. Honestly, this feels just way too tight. I couldn't imagine playing in this for very long. It'd be all right if you had that just like a random house on the other side of the world somewhere, just to have for a safe haven that you need to get to. If you're doing exploring next to a cave system that's really far away from your main house, I guess that's all right. But if you want to get started, for me, this is like my favorite starter house. Even a basic hut, I like to stack up and build up high, only because it makes life a little bit easier away from all the googlies, and witches can't throw that high, so nothing can really attack you from down here. So I put on the second level here, on the basic, the ground level here, I'll leave one space open, and I'm going to put 1 2, then 1 2 and 3, and then 1 2 3 4 and 5. So it's a total of 5 by 5 is the spot, and I'm going to leave one open on this side here, and that's where I'm going to put my my fence gate, is where you're going to enter in at. And I'm going to need some torches, of course, because you want it to be lit up at night. You don't need it to be all dark. And you can use a cobble, what do you call it, fence as well. You don't need to use the wood fence if you don't want to. I'm just using it because that's what I happen to have in my inventory at the time. So then you're going to need ladder going up. You don't have to have it on the first level because you can just jump to it. So you're going to put ladder going all the way up. Okay, so then up here, it can be a little bit tricky. So let me do this. Let me break this. I'm going to put in a piece of cobble just so I can put in my piece of flat. And then I'm going to remove that cobble, and then I'll put in my crafting table. Yeah, that'll make it a little bit easier because I can't really crouch from up here. If I was building in survival, it'd be a little bit easier, only because I would be stacking up in order to do this. So again, this is going to be a 5x5 plate up here, a base up here, and you can expand this to be as big as you want. Just mind you, the bigger it is, right now it's covered up. It's only covering up this section here where your crops are. If it goes out this way, like you bring it out further, mobs are gonna spawn underneath it, and they'll hang out there for indefinitely, actually, until you leave, and then they'll despawn. But while you're hanging around, yeah, they're gonna be there. So you got to be careful going down not to get killed. But in this scenario, you're fine because the shaded area is just over your garden again. So okay, so up here you're basically, I'm going to kind of mimic this in reverse. So I have my slabs done, I have that done, I have that done, and that. Okay, so I'm going to need to grab my cauldron, my enchanting table, my bed, my trapdoor, and a couple other random items. So the bed I have on this side, on this one, so I'm going to put it right there. The enchanting table, and you can place this stuff wherever you really want to. I'm just putting it where I think would be most appropriate for me. I like things where in specific spots, so I think I'm going to put them right there, but you guys can place them wherever you really want to, whatever makes most sense to you. Okay, so we got that, that. So I'm going to put a double wide, what do you call it over here? Chest over here. I'm going to put an anvil over here. And mind you, you don't need all this stuff. You don't have to have the anvil and the brewing stand and the enchantment table. You can basically just replace those with fence posts until you get them, and then you can put them in place, or build an enchantment room or whatever it is you're going to do. So yeah, so let's go ahead and put in this guy. Is going to go 2 wide over here. It's basically going to surround the enchantment table, and then later on you can replace 2 of these right here with bookcases if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that just because I don't see the need at this time. Right now it's a basic build with a basic base. So we're going to do a pair of those guys, and this bottom block here, you're going to remove it, and you're going to put a chest right there, because you're going to have this hopper go into this chest, and you're going to have that furnace go into that hopper, and then another hopper there, and then we're going to put another furnace there just to stand on. I'm not going to use it to actually place there, and then I'm going to place another one there. And then remember to put stuff on top of things that need to be that you can select, like this, where I can select it. You can't really place anything there. You have to crouch. So I'm going to crouch and put one there, and I'm going to crouch and put one there. Okay, so then I'm going to remove these 2 furnaces for the time being. So then I'm going to put a cauldron right here, and I think I need my water one more time, and I'm going to put water right there, and then I'm going to place a fence post there. I'm going to place one more on top of those to make it 3 tall. So your inside space is going to be pretty tall, which is nice. It gives you more room, and it doesn't feel so claustrophobic like those other houses that we're building back there. Again, you can use the cobblestone fence post if you want to. I'm just using the wooden ones because that's what I happen to have in my inventory at the time. Okay, so I'm going to put these, and then this right here, because it's a half slab, it'll still allow you to access the chest. You're not going to be trapped out of the chest like you would with a solid block. So I'm going to place these over here. Okay, and then I'm going to place a half slab up here, and this one's going to break. So I'm going to replace that. And I'm going to put these like so. And in the center here, I think I had a piece of glass just for daylight. And then I'm going to place a torch there, a single torch there, and a torch there, and a torch there. So there you go. That's basically it. The only thing I'm lacking is hoeing the ground a little bit, getting it ready for planting. So let me go ahead and do that really quick. And yeah, dudes, you just place some seeds down and you're good to go. You've got 2 pretty identical bases that are kind of mirroring each other right now. You can, like I said, you can build it out of wood, or you can build it out of cobblestone, so at least it's fireproof for fire spread if you have fire spread on. But it doesn't really make a difference what you build it out of. It's just a place to live, and it's a great starter home. It's probably one of my favorite starter homes. I have it in my hardcore life world that I play on. I haven't done any videos on it. Anyhow, dudes, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I like building stuff like this. I love sharing it with you guys when I see something cool. These are my basic designs. I'm sure somebody's built something pretty similar to it. Nothing's really all that original anymore. Anyhow, yeah, dudes, if you guys like this video, don't forget to click that like button down below as hard as you can with your hopper. Yeah. And if you dudes are at all new to our channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. It's greatly appreciated. It lets you dudes know when we upload our daily videos. Until next time, guys, see ya!